Hey guys, what up? Through My Eyes, episode 7 and 8. That's right. A man you never knew. I am William Mitchell Wright III. I'm glad to have you guys back. Why did I say episode 7 and 8? Well, page 7 in the book is going to be a picture of one of my tattoos on my left side, and it says love. And page 8 is going to be the next poem that we're going to be diving deep into. So let's kick it. Here we go. I am empty, nothing from within, no emotion, no feeling. The light is there and waiting. The light shines so bright and so close, but it is still very far. Why are we here? What for? For whom? Do you know? If so, please share with us, for I would love to know the meaning of life. Is this life, or is this a dream, or maybe a nightmare? Let's read it one more time. So this is poem number 8. Again, remember guys, I'm on the red-eye flight coming back from Cali. I did all 10 of these in the one, I think it's like 6-hour flight, one trip. On the way back, here we go. I am empty, nothing from within. How many times you feel empty? How many times you feel absolutely nothing? Oh man, it's I have become comfortably numb. So many times in just the course of our life, we're just overextended, and we've allowed ourselves to be sucked dry by vampires and leeches that will just, we don't even realize sometimes that they're just draining us and draining us and draining us. And I am empty, nothing from within, no emotion, no feeling. The light is there and waiting. The light shines so bright and so close, but it is still very far. Why are we here? For what? For whom? Do you know? If so, please share with us, for I would love to know the meaning of life. Is this life, or is this a dream, or maybe a nightmare? Why are we here? The biggest question. Always 18 years old, I'm asking myself that question. Why are we here? The sooner you ask that question, the sooner you will figure out why you are here. I know why I'm here. I have countless purposes that God has put on my heart. I'm fulfilling them. I'm going in the directions that I need to always be moving forward. The purposes that we have are multiple. There are many. But society will tell us that we have to fit in a box, right? It was a huge thing decades ago. You need to get the house, get the 2 cars, get the dog, get the wife, get the son, get the daughter, right? You had all these things, all these pressures. You gotta get married, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do blah, 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 blah. Shut up already, all the things you gotta do. The only thing you gotta do is pray, love God, love others, and figure out what God's purpose is for your life. I was blessed. I knew at a young age. When I started playing soccer at age 5, God put it on my heart that I was going to be a professional goalie. And I rode that purpose all the way through high school till 17 years old. But when I was 13 and I started training martial arts, the purpose changed. Within my first couple classes, I knew then that I was supposed to be a sensei. And I started training 5-6 times a day, 6-7 days a week, and that was it. I just devoured it. People will say, oh, obsessive, but that makes no sense. When you have something that you love to do that is healthy and is a purpose on your heart from God, you can never do it enough. I remember always reading martial arts magazines, watching martial arts films, training all day, every day, calling my friends over, training in my garage, training at the park, just everywhere, always. And I loved to teach. God gave me such a gift with teaching others, and the rewards that come from educating someone else and seeing them grow and become better in their life because of the love that you have for the purpose that God has intended for you. It's beautiful. It's breathtaking. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? And if you know your purpose, you are so blessed. Share that purpose with others. Your purpose, man, is countless. It can be, maybe you're meant to be a school teacher. Maybe you already are a school teacher. A massage therapist, a nurse, a doctor, a police officer, firefighter. I mean, in today's day and age, there's so much beautiful work to be done for the Lord that the only way you won't find your purpose is if you do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. If you're continually to move forward, you're praying about it, you're asking God about it, you're diving into different areas of things in your life that you like, you're going to figure out right away. Because the like is going to turn into love. And that love is going to turn into obsession. And if it's not, I guarantee it's going to open up another door and you're going to go into another direction. And that direction is going to take you to a better place. And so on and so forth. Why are we here? What for? For whom? Do you know? If so, please share with us. For I would love to know the meaning of life. Is this life, or is this a dream, or maybe a nightmare? It was so powerful. I'm 18 years old when I wrote this. I did not comprehend how clear my purpose was from God. I did not understand, obviously, the way I understand now. I took certain things for granted. I didn't realize that everyone didn't know what they were supposed to do. I didn't realize that people were going to work and completely hated their life, completely hated going to their job. And I've had other jobs besides teaching martial arts. My school's only been open, well, not only, but it's been open for 18 years. And then I've been doing martial arts 12 years before that. So I'm at 30 years doing martial arts. But I had other jobs between age 19 and 20 to say age 25. And I did that intentionally. I wanted to see what else life had to offer before I jumped into such a large commitment of opening up my school, which I ultimately did at age 25, which is still really young. Especially being that if I had done it earlier, I might have still continued to take it for granted. So sometimes we have to experience things that we don't like to know what we do like. And when we know exactly what we don't like, it is so much easier to go in the direction of what we do. Right? Simple, right? Say, for instance, I absolutely hate cigarettes. So would I date a woman that smokes? No. Why am I going to go in that direction? Right? It doesn't make any sense. So keep it away from me. Same concept. So as you start to go out, especially if you're young, you're in your teens, you just started working. I see a lot of these teenagers start working at like the local grocery store, but then I see them there 10 years later, 15 years later, and I'm like, that's great if that's what your purpose is from God and you're truly happy. But the reality of that is most of them became too afraid to leave, or they didn't want to try and experience other things that were out there, or they simply didn't follow the direction that God put on their heart. And then what happens? We become unhappy. We become stressed. Maybe we start to drink. We start to fill our life with different substances that create an emotion that masks the other feelings that we are not dealing with, because ultimately it became a nightmare. Every day became a nightmare. Going to do something that you don't want to do, I can't do it in my life anymore. If I don't want to do it, I just don't do it. It's not going to bring anything good to me. Now, if it revolves around my purpose from God and I have to do it, right? When I'm at my school, what do I love to do the most? I love to teach the most. That's it. Do I want to do the billing? Do I want to do the marketing? Do I want to, deal with all the stuff that comes with that part? Not at all. But I know that if I put my energy into that, it's going to make everything flow smoother, and it's also going to keep my school strong, right? I cannot neglect it because it's all part of the purpose. So there's always going to be things that we have to tend to that aren't going to be top on our list, but if it's allowing us to do what is top on our list, right? That's absolutely wonderful. Before the pandemic hit, in the new year 2020, January 1, I changed my schedule, and I am only working 14 hours a week. I teach Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I've rededicated more time to things that are very important purposes on my life, such as I write children's books. I had a world premiere children's film for anti-bullying in 2014. I have other projects that God's put on my heart that I'm now allowed to focus on, and also make sure I get in my physical workouts and have downtime where I can relax and be with the people I love, and prioritizing my life properly to make sure that balance is there. Because again, if not, things are going to turn into becoming very nightmarish. Let me read it all one more time from the top. I am empty, nothing from within, no emotions, no feeling. The light is there and waiting. The light shines so bright and so close, but it is still very far. Why are we here? What for? For whom? Do you know? If so, please share with us, for I would love to know the meaning of life. Is this life, or is this a dream, or maybe a nightmare? That's it. Where's your life at? Are you dreaming? Are you living a dream? Are you fulfilling your purposes? You got that love in your heart? Or is your life a nightmare? You're absolutely unhappy with it. You're not happy with the person you're with. You're not happy with the things you got to do every single day. You're not on the path that God has intended for you. And that's something only you can decipher. You got to break it down. You got to look at yourself, and you really got to ask yourself, does this make me happy? And I pray that you do that this week. Do it today. Do it tonight. Get a journal, get a book, write it down, and look at your job. Is your job everything you want it to be? Because truly, when I go to teach, it's not a job, and I don't look at it as work. The parts that I look at as work are the things that, come along with it that I don't want to do. Like I said before, if I got to do the billing, the marketing, the banking, the financials, the account, blah, 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 that's kind of work to me, right? Because it's not a top priority for my purpose But it is, if I want to continue to fulfill my purpose from God, I have to maintain that, because that maintenance is going to give me continued success and allow me to do what God has put on my heart for me to do in my life. So, why are you here? Question of the week. If you know your purpose from God and you live in it, put it down below in the comments. I would love to hear it. Share it with me. That way other people can read it and get excited and inspired by it. If you're not sure, tell me what's on your heart. Tell me what you're thinking about doing. Tell me where you're thinking about going. Tell me what is on your heart that you want to work on. And if I can help you, I will. And if you live in a nightmare, tell me what your nightmare is. And if I can help give you some redirection, I would love to do that as well. But remember, bottom line is, the only one who can do it is you. You got to make the change that you want to see, not just in your life, but in your world. And that's it. So this was episode 7 and 8. And man, it was heavy today. Heavy, powerful. Why are you here? I want to hear it. Tell me why. I love you guys. Faith, strength, and honor always. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Look forward to reading your comments below. Subscribe, love, click it, share it. You know the deal.